look, I know this is going to piss off Philadelphia Eagles fans, but you know this already anyway. This week is Patrick Mahomes week at the Super Bowl 57. Jalen Hurts is spectacular. This team is spectacular. This team has stars all over the map. Offense, defense, their special teams is terrific. Their coach should have been a finalist for Coach of the Year. I'm saying all this because I understand you would get pissed to say, hey, we've made the Super Bowl with a different coach-quarterback combination than the last time we made the Super Bowl. And the last time we made the Super Bowl, we won it. And that's in the last 6 years of football. We deserve to have this be our week, too. And it is your week. It is. But Patrick Mahomes is playing in this game. And I know so many folks out there think we in the national media, the NFL media, gush too much about him. But this is his week in so many different ways, shapes, and forms. And to me, the reason why it is his week, for sure, is that if Tom Brady is retired for good, then his numbers, his all-time great numbers, his GOAT numerals are now fixed figures. They're fixed. It's over. He's not going to be able to add any more to it because he is retired for good. Thus, Patrick Mahomes now has a target. And of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, he's the one remaining that has the best shot to hit these targets. With all due respect to Joe Burrow, who is young and made it last year and made 2 straight AFC championship games, but he has 0 Super Bowls. Mahomes has 1. We had this discussion when the Bucs played the Chiefs a couple years ago in the Super Bowl, the last time Kansas City made the Super Bowl. We had this conversation that Brady was not only trying to set a new standard for himself at his age and being with a new team and being back in the game with a new team after being with the Patriots for so long and in that game as a Patriot for so long. We were talking about it, that, hey, Brady wins here. He sets another standard for his age and a new team and a new spot, but he also keeps Mahomes at bay and separates the two of them even further, because if there's anybody you could go get Tom or come within hailing distance of Tom, it's this kid. And he's still a kid, which is why we're talking about him. 3 or more Super Bowl starts within a 4-year span before turning 30. Only 5 quarterbacks have ever done it. Mahomes is one of them. Tom Brady, Troy Aikman, John Elway, Bob Greasy are the only other 4 in the history of this big game. Brady and Aikman went 3-0 in those starts. Elway didn't win a single one of them. And Bob Greasy went 2-1. Mahomes can join Brady, Aikman, and Greasy being above 500, or he can join Elway being below 500 with this game. And most importantly, if he wins it, he has 2 before turning 28, which he does in September. And this is the stuff you need to do if you want to catch Brady. And if you're sitting here thinking no one's ever going to catch him, this is what Mahomes' career is going to be about for the rest of his time.
100%.
And any kid that comes out of college and does what we've seen from Mahomes, this is going to be their conversation about them too. Period. In the same way that we were talking about Brady in 2004 on NFL Network after he went back-to-back, by the way, in his 3rd career Super Bowl start, like Mahomes, against the Eagles. Same opponent in their 3rd career Super Bowl starts. We were talking about that about Brady. It's like, oh, my God, he's got 3 already. He's going to catch Montana. He's definitely going to catch Montana and Bradshaw. He's going to catch him. 10 more years it took till he finally matched them. And then got 3 more It's so stupid when you talk about it.
It's stupid. 7 is stupid.
But that's what I'm saying is when Brady did it back in the day, NFL Network just 2 years old. That's all we talked about is that Bradshaw and Montana were going to get got. And the only question is how much further will Brady go? It took a decade for him to finally hit that 4th Super Bowl and match them. So what I'm saying is this is a new conversation we're having now that Brady's retired for good and his numbers are fixed. Who can catch him? It's Mahomes. Currently, Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, as we all know, threw for 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. In terms of all-time playoff games with that stat line, there's only 4 guys who have done it 4 times like Mahomes now. Rodgers, Peyton Manning, and there's Brady at 7. Again, these are all numbers that Brady has now fixed. That's it. And Mahomes has 4 now. Brady, 48 career playoff games, only 7 such games like this. Manning, 27. He had 5 such games. Rodgers has his 4 such 300 passing yards and no touchdown playoff stat lines. He did it in 21 games. Mahomes has got 4 in 13 games. These are numbers that he's going to, every single stat that I have in my packet from the NFL Network about this Super Bowl, 60 pages long, any stat about Mahomes and what he can do in terms of matching this number or continuing on in that number or surpassing that number about the Super Bowl has the name Tom Brady either at the top or number 2. I'm telling you. Most career wins in a playoff career prior to the 28th birthday all time. Roethlisberger has 8. Brady has 9. Mahomes, in making this Super Bowl, just broke the record, 10. Brady and Roethlisberger, prior to turning 28, though, won the Super Bowl twice. Mahomes has to win it this time to match those guys. He can do it. He's doing things that we hadn't seen in rare cases, and again, that we didn't see prior to Brady and have only seen in rare instances since Brady. And Mahomes is one of them. That's why this week is about him. The Eagles, you are great. The Eagles, you could very well win this game easily, right? Yeah. You said Madden did a a simulation.
Yeah, the Madden people did a sim, and the Eagles won.
It's totally possible. And then, if this conversation makes you irate and your Eagle green blood is boiling over it, great. By the end of the week, we'll be spending the entire offseason talk about your franchise's greatness and deservedly so, and how great Hurts is at a young age and how he could potentially run down Brady at some point. Absolutely. No question about it. But as of now, the one guy who can catch Brady in so many different ways or get in his orbit is Patrick Mahomes. And here's the thing. He's got to win this week. He's got to win this week.
If he gets 2, he's now separated. But if he loses and Hurts get it, now Mahomes has 1.
And Hurts has 1.
Yeah, and now Burrow, Herbert,
Stafford.
All these other guys, though,
but
are
the younger
only one behind.
Right, that's it.
Yeah. He can really create some distance.
And then the conversation about, is Brady ever going to get gone?
He's not.
The 7?
I mean, Tom Brady's an anomaly, right? So I feel like it's unfair to anyone to have the number 7 as that is the
guess what?
Well, like forever.
4 should still be, because getting 7 is so outrageous. It is so unbelievable. There is no chance that anyone's ever going to do that
outrageous,
again.
Right? 4 was outrageous.
But 4 is at least like you can look at 4 and go, that's doable. 7?
I know that.
Come on, there's no way.
Unfortunately.
Rich, how's somebody going to live up to that?
As unfortunately, for every quarterback currently in the league and every quarterback currently in college, for any kid currently sitting in the cradle somewhere, for any kid who's a twinkle in their mother's eye right now, who wants to play quarterback in the NFL, this is the new number We're not used to it yet. We're just not.
You're never going to be used to it.
We're not.
7 is
but
so many.
every Super Bowl week, this is the conversation that's going to be had when there's a generationally brilliant player this age and this accomplished by this age with an opportunity to win a multiple Super Bowl. And guess what? If Mahomes makes it again next year, and he can go for 3, what's the conversation going to be? This, even louder.
Yeah. Well, and if he gets this, he's almost halfway home.
And the last one to win back-to-back Super Bowls since Brady. Every quarterback accomplishment and every accomplished quarterback, this is the number. Unfair, absolutely.
Totally.
But that's it. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.